like, look, I don't like how you just was rude right there. Can you please try to speak to me a different way, or like change your tone next time, or like next time it's a problem, approach me in a different way. Mm-hmm. If they shut me out and be like, no, I'm not willing to do that, that's the end of that relationship.
That just shows how willing
because you're
they
not
are
willing to adapt with me.
Yeah.
You're not willing to grow or help or try in this relationship. So I'm like, communication is big, because if you can't talk to each other, it's like nothing is there. And I don't like people that feel like I'm always confronting them, or like, and they so defiant of it, or like denying of what the things in. They be like, oh, and defensive. Like, I don't like people that like I come and tell them how I feel, and then they get defensive. It's like, no, it's not like that. I would just let you know my point of view. So can you please come and so can you accept this? Like, it's not me trying to tear you down. It's just telling you how I want you to react with me. Because this is the type of person I am. I know how I'm going to react and how I'm going to take this from you.
That's important.
So can you try to change the way you do these things for me?
Try to act like the victim, though, and just blame you, though.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Like, don't be victim. Because I'm going to tell you my flaws. I'm going to tell you what I did wrong. I'm going to tell you what you did wrong. Right. Now we're going to sit here and work this out. If we can't, there's no relationship. We need to just go our separate ways. Because if you can't work over that, you can't work over anything, basically.
You have to have a ground understanding of, like...
Because that's respect. That's just respect levels, too. Because you got to be able to respect that person and their morals and how they want to be treated. And they should do that same to you. Mm-hmm. Like, if they came off to you rude the first time, let them know, okay, you was rude. Can you please not do that? And the next time they shouldn't. If they do, let them know again the second time, like, look, we done had this talk already. Right. But some things got to change. Because sometimes, love is there, but love ain't always good enough. It's not always enough for that relationship. Mm-hmm. You know, you can love somebody, but that don't mean that they love you back just as much.
Right.
You know, and it's like, well, I love you so much. I really want this communication to work. I've been trying for a year, but at this point, it's broken. I'm sorry. I got to move on. It's going to tear me down. I don't know how much it's going to hurt you, but I got to take care of myself. That's mine.
Sometimes love isn't enough.
Sometimes love is not enough.
To keep it alive. Like, you can love someone hard, you know, and feel like it's enough to keep the relationship going. But if that person is not doing what is needed to keep it, you know, it's a mutual effort. It's
love can make you so blind. So blind. Like, don't lose yourself, because you can really lose yourself in relationships, and then you don't even realize it because you love somebody so much.
Ooh, this is a good question. I mean, I don't think this is a good question, but this is something I want to answer. So, what do you define cheating as? Or, like, what would you define as cheating? Simply, my answer is simply anything that your spouse or whatever, you know, anything that they're doing that they feel like they shouldn't be doing. Listen, if you feel like you can't tell your husband something that you did last night, or like whatever the case is, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. Exactly. Point blank. If you feel like you have to hide whatever action you're doing, it's probably not a genuine action. Like, you probably shouldn't be doing it. It's probably gonna hurt somebody.
Like, if you texted somebody and you feel like you have to delete the message.
Yes, right. That's what you must do. Yes, that's very much sketchy, and that's very much cheating energy. You're giving off that, like, secretive. That's sneaky.
I've been cheated on before, so
I don't
honestly,
like that.
I don't know.
I
don't know what the divine cheating is, because I've been cheated on before. Well, and this girl played it so smooth. Like, she came in my face telling me about the girl. The girl told me about the girl, how she friends with her. She cute. We friends.
That is true.
And then y'all just talking. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we could be friends. Then, what? Months later, you cheat on me?
Right. Got
you feeling honestly, dumb. I was feeling dumb. So, honestly, I don't know. Because, honestly, I don't know what cheating is. Because I'm that type of person. I'm okay with you having friends. I don't care who you text. I'm not insecure. I ain't going to be in your phone like that. I'm going to trust your word, you know? I'm not expecting you to delete numbers and messages. So, if you do that, I ain't even know, because I ain't looked through your phone. So, you probably can get over me. But if you in my face flirting with this person, yeah, you cheating. You cheating. Because I see you. I see you flirting with them, you know? Like, just like, oh, you look good today, or something like that. I don't consider that cheating. That's just me. Yeah, I give compliments as a friend. I'm friendly. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think that's
Because
cheating.
I know people that have literally
If you know
said
your
that's cheating because
intentions-
you're friendly. And I'm like, but I wasn't trying.
No, I think if you know your intention, you're definitely not. And I feel like in my last relationship, I was deemed as like a flirter. And even though my nature, it's like written in my signs. My rising sign is Libra. Okay, I'm naturally kind of
Charismatic.
yeah. I just kind of come off like I care. Yes, charismatic and like. You know, it's not flirting all the time. I'm just very friendly. So even towards people that I probably shouldn't be that friendly towards, it's just my nature. I'm just a nice person. And I would always be called, like, flirtatious towards other people or, like, oh, you're a cheater. You trying to, like, talk to other dudes. And I'm like, I'm not talking to them like that. I'm just simply carrying on a conversation. Just because I'm not a straight-up to them doesn't mean I'm a cheater. I'm not over here sending them like nudes or texting them dirty things. I don't even have their number. I'm just being a friend. Yeah, I'm just being a freaking right. That's different. But like, I'm just being a friend. I'm just talking to you in class. And we're just having a regular conversation that anyone can listen to. It's not like I'm hiding anything. It's not like we have a secret relationship. I'm just being a friend. And if that's cheating, I don't know what the hell. Like, if I can't be a friend or be friendly towards someone else without, like, I know my intentions. I know I'm not looking to further my relationship with them, but.
I might continue.
So what?
I don't want to cut you off.
No, I'm done.
I was just thinking, because, honestly, I work with people. I don't mean to be no cheater, but it's friendly flirting cheating. Because we do go by our days by just going by banter, friendly, flirting, bantering. It's not like
I don't think it's cheating unless you take it to that extent.
We just be playing.
If you're gonna take it to that extent, and make it a thing where you should where it seems like an affair, like something you should hide from your wife or your spouse, significant other, whatever you want to call it, then that is taking it too far. Like, I mean, if you're keeping it light and like keeping it friendly and not taking it any further than that, I don't think it should matter. And especially if they're being honest about it. Like, if it was something to hide, then that's something like that's a red flag. Honestly. If it was something to hide, like, okay,
it's just me in this conversation that got me thinking about the things I do, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to come off this news, but I tell you everything.
Yeah, so. You're open with it too, and you told me, she tells me how everything, we have a lot of communication.
I'm just
and we're on the same page with everything. We understand how each other think about the situation, you know? Having that understanding in the relationship is important too. Being on the same page and like fundamentally just feeling like, okay, that person understands me. Not just like the superficial things about like what I like and what I don't like, but also like what I will accept and what I just will not stand for, you know? Stuff like that. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned from your exes? Not your last relationship, but...
Well, I got a couple. One of them is don't give too much of yourself in a relationship. Don't give more than the other person is giving. Yeah. Because honestly, sometimes you don't even realize that you put more in, but once you look back...
Big lesson, because I learned that too. My last split. Don't give too much, okay? If you're doing too much, somebody will tell you. If you have real friends, real family around you, they will let you know when you're doing a little too much in the relationship. And you need to listen to them. It's not even about doing too.
Sometimes you just need to watch their actions. Like, you can love too much without doing, like, actually going to do things for this person. You can actually give more love to this person.
Or accept more.
And they can, like, normally. My mama, like, my own mama and some of my friends was literally telling me, like, you love this girl way more than she love you. And I was like, no, it's not like that. But same girl cheated on me.
And then the last one is compromise. Happiness for relationship? ? Happiness or relationship? I think you should definitely have both. If you're not having both, then what are you doing? You should not be unhappy in a relationship. You should definitely be happy. If you are in one, you can be happy without a relationship. Happiness comes from within. First, it comes from yourself. Loving yourself and learning to love yourself, and then you can learn how to love someone else for all of their flaws, everything. I don't know. It's hard to accept someone else for all their flaws if you can't accept yourself for them.
I accept all my flaws, and I think maybe that's why, because I really accept my flaws. I mean, it's just something I can't change.
We're human, and sometimes we fuck up. But you have to realize also the mistake versus something that's like a pattern someone makes. It's not a mistake after they do it so many times and they know what they're fucking doing. It's like, okay, you're just choosing to do this. You're choosing to live this life.
But some people's flaws are unacceptable for me.
Yeah, and that's what you would call a fucking deal breaker, is when someone makes bad habits and turn it into their character, and that's
because it becomes your personality and you. That's not cool.
That's the real one right there. Protect your energy, guys. Protect your energy. Don't give out too much. If you're doing too much, you're doing too much. I don't want to be that person that like tells you to weigh out the odds. Like, you know, if you feel like there's not a balance, if you can visually see what you're doing versus what they're doing and see like the difference is bright. I mean, if it's as stark as night and day, you know, then there's a problem. There should be balance in all aspects of life.
I got another one.
What, a lesson or
another lesson? Oh, we've moved on.
What were you gonna say about
a lesson I learned? I mean, I learned to communicate. Because I was, like, in my last relationship, I was the nonchalant one. I was the one that's, I don't care. I don't know. So, okay. Look, I don't care.
Oh, really?
So, I was that one. Now, I know how
that feels.
It feels. I know how it feels. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Because I didn't think I was really, doing it. But, hey.
And you don't realize things until you get older and, like, see yourself,
so
become more self-aware.
You was the one in the relationship
something
that
happens
given.
with maturing too.
Yeah,
so don't feel bad if you feel like
you're
in a spot like this.
But he wasn't a communicator either, though. So.
I think last but not least, you should always be true to yourself. Do not lose yourself. Don't forget who you are and your whole morals of love anyways. Like, if you know this relationship is getting toxic and you losing yourself, don't continue to go and chase after that person and lose yourself. You got to remember you are more important. At the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself and love yourself. Because you can't love somebody the right way if you don't love yourself. So don't lose yourself in these relationships because it's easy to get blinded by love. It's so easy.
Especially when you're young.
Most of the time, it's not even love. It's just lust.
And naive. And lusting, having these hormones for someone, love, like, you need to learn how to differentiate love from lust, okay? Because when you're young, it's a lot harder to, even people who are older and live in life, they still sometimes fall in lust with people and think that they're in love, and it's not the case. And that shit quickly fades. So just remember, you guys, be true to yourself. Remember your intentions, and you will manifest love when it's right for you. Don't look at the world and like question when you're gonna find love. When is it, when is that person gonna come for you? Because that person will show up when you're ready for them. Everyone always asks me, this is something that I always got asked when I was in high school, even out of high school. How do you find the perfect boyfriend? Or how do you find the perfect relationship? How do you manifest this perfect girlfriend? Or how do you manifest this relationships? And first of all, nobody's perfect. This is only a percentage of my relationship that you're seeing. So though you may see our good times, you don't see the bad times, and like, you don't know everything that goes on behind closed doors. So never look at somebody's relationship online and think that it's all perfect and like, because they're only showing a part of you, a part of what they want to show you anyway. Put that energy and that time that you are spending looking for love back into yourself, because my answer every time people ask me, how do you find this and how do you manifest love in this beautiful relationship, my answer is, I was never looking for that shit. And that sounds so funny, like kind of sounds cocky in a way, like I was never looking for it, I never wanted it, but I didn't ever desire that, because I knew deep down in my heart that I was gonna find it. I knew it was meant for me, because that's all that I knew essentially. So I knew I was going to manifest that. It's all about your mindset too. So yeah, you just happy that I manifested a beautiful, loving wife.
When you say it like that, it's all about our mindsets. Yeah, our mindsets on the right thing. I was I'm tired. I need somebody.
Listen, y'all, the universe will bring you that person, the right person, when it's time. They will come, okay? And make sure that you are staying mindful and in the moment with every person that you do meet and encounter, because you don't want to block your blessings. And, don't be repelling to, you know, what's trying to come to you by wanting and desiring something that is already meant for you, you know? It's not good to just want it because you're putting this energy out that it's not going to come to you. So essentially you don't believe in the universe as it is, or you don't have faith that you're going to get it. So you're wanting it, thinking it's not going to come to you, blocking it in the meantime.
I'm sorry. I just, like, it's weird. Like, you talk about blocking, but when I met you, I was like, nah, that wasn't my intention.
Right.
And I used to say to myself, like, I don't want to be with her like that, though.
Honestly.
But I did used to tell myself, I want you in my life for the rest of my life.
Right. That's one thing we always said.
And I was like,
we were like,
be my best friend. So.
I know we're going to keep each other in our lives forever, and we can grow together. And off of that mindset already, and off the things that we kind of built our relationship off of, we knew that, hey, you're the right one for me. And that time will come for you. Might just be out of the blue, and it might be somebody that you just fucking all along is just sitting right there in your face and you didn't even think about it. But be patient, you guys. Be patient. Your time will come.
So funny that I was just right in your face.
Remember,
it was true.
Yes. Remember to stay up, keep your vibrations high, love yourselves, love others, and I will see you guys in my next one.
I'm like, oh.
I love you guys. Bye.